Hey, Boss Beauties, I'm back better than ever. That's what they say on TikTok, right? Well, seriously, I have to laugh to keep from crying. This COVID-19 is out here running rampant, and I, for one, am taking it damn serious, okay? There's a lot of people who is not taking this thing serious. COVID-19 has brought on some real life decisions and some self-reflection. All this self-care day and self-care this, self-care that trend that everybody was on, especially on Sundays, has truly manifested. Like, for real. It has truly manifested. My question today is, does COVID-19 have you on pause? And if so, why? All right, sis, let's talk. Welcome to the Confidence on Stilettos podcast, where we empower Black women to create goals, crush them, and look damn good while doing her thing on purpose. I'm your host, Laketta Willis, and sis, let's talk. As you already hear in the background, my fire alarm is still beeping, and let me tell you why. Because right when I was going to go to the store to get the batteries, to do my due diligence on this side of the nation here in, Laketta's world, I was going to do my due diligence. I was going to go get the batteries. I was going to do my thing, okay? Get on the ladder, take it off, do everything the right way. But then COVID-19, Rona and her foolishness came out running rampant, and I am not going out there in the streets. And guess what? Because everybody's buying everything up, I can't find the batteries. Nowhere. And then when I do find them, they're so overpriced that you're like, you know what? I'm just going to hear this damn beeping for a hot damn minute, okay? Because I am not paying those $25, $30, $45 for some batteries. No, I'm going to hear this beeping until I can find these batteries at a reasonable price. Like, come on now. Like, hello, somebody. Anyways. Well, I swear I've been really trying to keep it together, okay? I've been trying to keep it together. Listen, I have my good days and I have my bad days. And I am honest enough to say, not only am I standing firm on my faith, but I am a spirit having this human experience, right? So some moments, my flesh does kick in. And I'm out here doing my best to keep it moving. But some days, I just like to say, I have to just take a stand back and just be like, you know what? Let me find out, okay? You let me find out. So what I do, this is what I do. I pray. So as I pray for you, I need you to pray for me. And I'm for real. I'm sitting here every single moment of the day. It feels like every single moment of the day. And I'm praying. But at the same time, I know I'm not going to let the enemy win, right? I know that I'm going to keep it moving. I know that this is God putting us in timeout. Like, come on now. Let's be for real. So I'll say it again. As I sit here and pray for you, please help us to stop and pray for me as well. Pray for the world as well. So let's go back to the real question. The real question in these streets of your home, be it the living room boulevard, kitchen avenue, bathroom central, porch circle, your room, your closet, your foyer, etc., right? Are you on pause in your life? Are you on pause in your life? Well, I can tell you, for me, I was completely shut down. I'm going to say the first 3 to 4 days, it started getting really bad. I was like on shutdown. Because I remember like at the very beginning, like I remember being at Walmart And you had heard things like before it got really bad. You had heard, okay, there's a virus in China. It was like just a couple of, situations that had come over to the US, but it was like nowhere close to where I'm at because I'm in Tampa, Florida. It was nowhere near where I'm at. But I just remember this one particular night. I said, you know what? Me and my daughter, we said, let's go to Walmart. Let's go to Walmart and we're going to just walk around Walmart. I was actually going in there to just give me some cheap wine, okay? I'm keeping it 100 with you. I was like, okay, I'm going to be late working on some content and I want to have me some cheap wine since my mama didn't want to share her expensive wine with me. I was like, okay, no problem. Okay. I'll go get me some cheap wine from Walmart. But as I was approaching the wine like row, I noticed like it just felt like I was in the middle of chaos. It was like people was in there buying everything up. I remember like there was no toilet paper, there was no paper towels. And I remember the guy who worked in Walmart, I guess because the wine also sits on the same row with the water at my Walmart. And I guess he thought I was coming for water and he stopped my daughter and I. And he was like, I just want you to know that we have one more pallet of water coming out. So if I were you, I would go ahead and get in line. I looked at him like, okay, like, what you telling me for? I ain't even here for water. What are you telling me for? But, I didn't say nothing. I just said, okay. And that's how I said it, too. I was like, okay. And so I proceeded to get my wine. So they bring this pallet of water out. And y'all, I want to tell y'all, I mean, we all can get a little ugly. Because I am no saint myself. I can get a little ugly. I tend not to. You have to really take me there for me to pretty much act out of character. But I pretty much stay within my boundaries of the new refined me, okay? Let's just put it that way. But when they brought this pallet of water out, there was a couple of, people that damn near knocked me down trying to chase this Walmart guy for this pallet of water so they can be the first in line to get some water. So I said, and I remember my words, okay? I said, my daughter's name is Alana. So I said, Alana, let's get the hell out of ignorant ass Walmart before I gotta lay my hands on somebody, okay? I said, because it's not that serious. Because at the time, like I said, there was a couple of cases. There was no founded cases in Florida. So these people in the way that they were acting was inhumane. Like I was like, are you human? This COVID-19 has brought out the worst in people. And that's why I was like, I got to get the hell up out of here. So, I called my mama. I called my mom on the phone and she was talking. We were talking and she already know how I can get sometimes, because I can revert back sometimes. And I try not to. I don't revert back that often at all. But it's something that triggered me because I was like, why would they damn near push another human being over for some damn water? And especially my 11-year-old child. So my mama said, yeah, Laketta, go ahead and leave. And, for a matter of fact, I'm going to stay on the phone with you. I need you to leave ASAP. So, I did. I didn't even get my wine. I came in up for wine. I didn't even get my wine, okay? So, what I can say is, when things started getting really serious, so like once I got home, I started turning on like CNN. I started turning on, our local news here. And it was, Still no founded cases, but they were like, there's more cases that was popping up all over the US at this point. It wasn't talking about social distancing or anything like that yet. It was just, be safe, wash your hands, the norm stuff like that you should already be doing. Like, nobody should have to tell you to wash your hands, but I guess some people don't wash. I don't know. Anyway, but things started getting serious when you couldn't find no toilet paper. And I was just like, well, damn, can't find no toilet paper. Thank God that I pretty much stayed stocked up on like water and toilet paper and those type of essential things. Now, the one thing that I know I was running out of was like bleach and Lysol. And again, you couldn't find it nowhere. Like you just couldn't find it. So once it started getting real serious, like when they started talking about social distancing and all of this other jazz, I was like, oh, shit is getting real out here. And when I started seeing cases pop up and you started seeing people die and, you start getting in your word and you see it already prophesized in the Bible. And you like, is this for real? And then you had, the situations that was going on over in Africa. And I was just like, okay, wait. The whole locust thing. And I was like, okay, wait, this is prophesized in the Bible. This is for real. This is really going on. So what I can tell you is that here in Florida right now, we are completely on like a 24-hour sort of stay at home order. Only go out for your essentials, things of that nature. And I haven't left my house. I'm going to tell you. Your girl has been ordering grocery online. I've been ordering everything online. Whatever I can find, I order online. I had to go out to Target one time, and again, it was for essentials because I was like, okay, let me go see if I can find some toilet paper. Let me see if I can find some Lysol. And then plus Target, I find that their milk at the super Targets, their milk and things like that is so much cheaper than like a regular grocery store. So I was like, you know what, let me go get stocked up on milk because, my kids, I have an 11-year-old, then I have a 6-year-old, then I have my 17-year-old. He doesn't drink milk, but the two younger ones do. So I was like, okay, let me go to Target. Baby, let me tell you, I've always kept, because of course I'm in the beauty industry. I do lashes. Prior to this, I was in the medical field. So I've always had masks. I have masks because at times, when you're doing lashes, you're not supposed to be breathing in people's face. When I'm doing facials, I'm not breathing in people's face. I have a mask on. So, I put my mask on myself, my daughter, gloves, all that stuff. Go out to Target. And what surprised me is that with all the cases that's known, everybody was walking around with no mask. Honey, I'm going, before the government said, oh, now everybody need to start wearing masks. No, baby, I was wearing them before you even said it was okay, because this is what I didn't get. I didn't get how they were saying, stop buying up all the masks, stop wearing the mask because they will not help you. Plus, our medical teams need them. So I'm just like, okay, so it's not going to help us, but it's going to help them from catching it. We all are humans at the end of the day. And I get they're more so on the front line, so they need it even more than we do. But at the same time, I think equally we need it as well, because in order for us to stop the spread of this, if we do have to go out and get our essential items, we need to be covered up. Covered up in a sense of we don't need to be talking and spreading, what could be. And I mean, that's just me. I mean, I'm just talking here. We just haven't, because I haven't been able to do my podcast. Well, I've been able, let me just rephrase that. I have been able, as far as physically able to do it, but mentally, I could not come and have a decent, coherent conversation on this microphone until, you know, I came out of my funk. And like I said, I was for the first 3 to 4 days when it started getting serious here, I was out of it. And now I feel myself finally coming out of that cocoon, so to speak, even though it seems like it's getting worse, you know? I'm reminded of the storms God introduced to us to make us be still. There's always a test before elevation, and that's all I keep saying to myself, like Laketta. There's a test before there's elevation. There's a reason, God needed to come in and show us who he is. Like, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop it. Because I can stop all of this right now. And we're on pause as a nation. We're on pause, baby. Pause. Like, pump your brakes. Sit down. Have several seats. Shut the heck up. Sit it down. Figure it out. And the beautiful thing about it, I always try and find a silver lining in every dark cloud. That's just me. That's just how I operate. That's how my brain is set up. I can't always think in a dismal mindset. So I say that the beautiful thing about this timeout that God has given us is that it's allowed me to self-reflect. It's allowed me to question, everything down to my business, down to my personal life. It's allowed me to have real conversations with myself, journaling, figuring out, okay, what are really your essentials as it pertains to your life? What makes you really tick? Because before all of this, we all were just like it's like we were on turbo, like just go, 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 go. And sometimes it was just even hard to sit down and just even recognize, hey, I got a family. Hey, I need to do this. Hey, I need to do that. I don't care who you are. Before all of this happened, that's how it was. I'm honest enough to sit here and be transparent. And that's just how it is. Me as a single mother of 3, it was just like I'm on turbo trying to figure out everything, trying to figure out the kids, trying to figure out the doctor's appointment, my doctor's appointment, what's going on in their life, what's going on in my life, what's going on in the business, what do I need to do for the business today? What do I need to do for them today? What do I need to do for me today? Okay, I need to stop. I need to clean up the house. I need to do the laundry. I need to do this. I need to do that. Plus be a daughter, plus be a sister, plus be an auntie. Plus, now God is like, sit down, have a seat, let's talk. And that's exactly what I've been doing. It's made me realize that this is the most important thing to me right now is my family. Because you can take the business from me. You can take all of that from me. But I still am wealthy because I have my family. I still am wealthy because I have my family. And I'm saying that because I don't want you to be sitting at your house right now, whether you were a part of any layoffs that's going on, and be thinking to yourself, what now? Be sitting there in a depressed mindset. And I get it. I get it. I cannot open up my beauty bar because I will not risk my client's health, and I for sure am not going to risk my health or my family's health. So I haven't been able to do that. But it's made me get creative. It's made me think, okay, what do we have virtually that we can do? How can I connect with my clients virtually? How can I still service them and now actually teach them, now that they have time to really listen to me and take in what I'm trying to tell them about their skin, and how to really maintain that healthy part of them. It's one thing when you're being a makeup artist and that's all you're teaching them, and you're just doing makeup, makeup, makeup. But I have a lot of clients that sometimes, okay, models, hey, I don't want to wear my makeup all the time. On 85% of my life, I want, day, I want to be just free of that. But sometimes they don't feel like they can be confident enough to not fully wear makeup because of maybe some skin blemishes, some skin concerns that may be going on, that does at the end of the day affect women's confidence. And so this has opened up my eyes to say, okay, what can I create that is virtual, and a virtual experience where I can actually teach them truly about their skin and how to maintain their skin and how to make their skin healthy. Because one thing I will tell you, honey, even for myself, with me not going outside, putting myself out here in the elements of pollution in the air, my skin looks absolutely amazing, because it's given the skin time to start repairing itself. With your skin, every single day repairs itself when you're sleeping. But this has given it that self-care time. Like, damn, I'm tired of fighting these damn elements out here when you come outside. Like, it's now like, okay, this is the real me. But I say all of that to say this: if you have gone through a layoff and you feel like right now you are on pause, I challenge you to get pen and paper and to just journal some things that you may have put on the back burner, maybe that you're good at, like that you're passionate about, that you feel good about doing, that you, in the back of your mind, you probably thought, okay, I can never make money with this, right? I could never make any money doing this thing. And I want you to journal out all of your passions. And then after you journal them out, I want you to just start writing a plan of how you can turn those passions into revenue. And I'm going to do some future, I'm going to try and do it at least once a week, maybe twice a week, going forward. Just some tips of how you can do that, because that's essentially what I did with my beauty business. When I was on my 9 to 5, it had come to a point where they did a layoff, and I remember I had to reapply for my position to even secure my position again. And I remember saying to myself, I'm going to apply for it, my position, to secure it again, but I'm never going to give any company that opportunity ever again to just say, bump you, Laketta. And that's what sparked Maki Beauty. That's what sparked Confidence on Stilettos. That's what sparked it all. And I got down pen and paper, just like I'm telling you, and I wrote out what I love to do that I would possibly do for free, because it just brings me that much joy. I get lost in time. Like, I lose track of time when I'm doing it. And then I started writing a plan of, okay, how can I make this my true reality and live abundantly and be prosperous with it? Because at the end of the day, that's why God give us these gifts. That's why it makes us happy and we lose track of time when we're doing it, because that is a God-given gift, and He's given it to you anyway to be prosperous and to live abundantly. You don't have to make your money in a traditional sense. You just have to have the courage and the power to put the pen to paper, to write it out, and put a due date by it. So yeah, I mean, before every season of elevation, you're going to be tested. We're being tested at the highest. Like, of the years that I've been here, born, I've never seen anything like this. Never. And honestly, I truly, with all of my heart and soul, feel that God is not pleased, and He had to show us that He is still in charge. And right now, we all need this time out to remember why we are here. And I get it. I completely get it. This flesh, honey, and this spirit is constantly in a battle. And if we can just real quick, be honest with ourselves, we've seen it coming. Our world leaders are corrupt. Absolutely, damn it, corrupt, okay? People are disgustingly insensitive. And I'm going to go back to this damn toilet tissue situations and how everybody is thinking of self. Nobody's thinking of others. They're thinking of, as long as me and my family good, we good. Whereas someone like myself, I'm thinking about everybody. You know, you're calling around, you're checking on people. You see little different stores and you're trying to figure out, okay, how can I, help this organization be better with, look at me, I can't even talk, y'all. Donating different things, whether it be food, whether it be essential items, whether it be, whatever. Where there's other people that's, long as me and my family good, we good. And it's really the wrong attitude to have when you already see what's going on. This is the time to humble ourselves and to say, to your neighbor, hey, how can we get through this together? How can we get through this together? Besides this government, girl, I'm not even going, that's a whole nother damn podcast, okay? I don't know if y'all watch Don Lemon at 10 p.m. on CNN. That's my boy, okay? I live for Don, okay? I live for Don. I just be like, you know what? 10 o'clock, you know how people like want to watch soap operas? At 10 o'clock, I'm for sure sitting my butt down on CNN watching Don. Me and Don, we cool. I love Don. And then, you got people out here idolizing people and objects and, it's just a mess out here in these streets. It's just so many things that I don't even care to get into in this episode because it's just mind blowing at this point, and I'll have to say that for another time. Now, like I said, one good thing about Rona is that it's shifted everyone's perception in their, whether it be the personal life or the business. You've seen churches do things virtually that, you would have never thought, okay, I could have, you see some churches, they do things online all the time. But to now have to transition your entire church life to a virtual experience. And this, again, lets you know church starts at home. Okay? Like, stop playing with it. It's made us all be connected to family like no other. It showed us who mattered and who didn't. I'm going to pause real quick because I have to address the elephant in the room when it comes down to you being at home with your family. There are some people that is actually not at peace at home. There are some people that actually looked forward to going to work because they have an abuser. There are some kids that school was their only way out. School was their happy place. School was where they get their meals. And now that there's social distancing and school is done, again, virtually, the world has been turned upside down. We've got to say a prayer for protection for those babies, for anyone stuck at home with an abuser, whether it be a male or a female. Because let's be honest, it's some women out here beating up on a men. It is. I know you. I know you're not shocked. You better not be shocked. So now going back to what you're connected to, it's Rona has made you think outside the box. She's made you, and I say she because she wrecking havoc right now. Okay. She's helped you think of different strategies for your business. And like I said, for those who unfortunately lost your jobs, this is your time to come up with a plan. You know, this could be a blessing in disguise. I'm not gonna say this could. This is a blessing in disguise. Things look a little crazy right now. I'm thinking even for the high school seniors. By the way, I have a high school senior. My baby was born in the year when the whole 9/11 situation was going on. That's what was so unique and so beautiful about these graduates of 2020 is that they came into the world when there was chaos. And we as parents, I know for me, I was looking forward to my son's graduation. Cap and gown ordered. Grad night tickets purchased. Prom day is already surpassed. It's gone already. And for none of that to be taking place. And right now, they don't even know what's going to be happening for graduation. It's heartbreaking. But again, here's a silver lining. A lot of students were very skeptical about whether or not they're going to be able to get into college. Am I going to be able to get into college? Am I going to be able to get the test scores that they require for me for enrollment? Guess what? God's made it that it's a lot of these colleges that's not even looking at SAT and ACT scores right now. Okay? They waiving them. Okay? They like, okay, you ain't got them. That's fine. Still apply. Come on. So I encourage, you parents out there who have a child that is going to be graduating this year, if they were skeptical about whether or not they would be able to get into college, sit down with them, see what colleges they were looking at, and Google these colleges to see if they're waiving those test scores. Because I know for one, like my son, he applied to the University of Alabama, and we got a message from University of Alabama that they were waiving test scores. And then a couple of the other colleges that he applied to, it's just been trickling in because he applied to a few. But listen, I'm just putting it out here. This is a long podcast because at this point I'm just talking to you. Okay, I'm just having a conversation. I'm just so happy to be back on this mic. Okay, I'm just talking. So I encourage you to just sit down with your kids, your graduates, your soon-to-be graduates, and see where their minds are. See what they're thinking about. One thing that I do know is that you got to fight for your dreams. You got to fight for your future. I know man tells us one thing. Man tells us that everything is bad right now. But I want to submit to you for your consideration that these dark days are also creating opportunity for you. I think of Esther in the Bible. She knew she had to do something to save all of the Jews. So she had to be still. fast, and pray to God to provide clarity, strategy, and courage to stand in the power of who He designed her to be for such a time that arose. So, I mean, it's something I've just really been thinking of about, for myself. Esther went on like a real deal Holyfield type of fast. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking at different ways that I can fast, because I pretty much, I have my own routine weekly of how I fast. But I think right now, I think I need to do something a little bit more extreme. And I mean, that's just me talking to y'all. I mean, I would say, do your research if you decide to do that. Do your research, and it's time to pray. It's time to pray as a nation. It's time to pray this enemy away. We've always had to, and we constantly fight the invisible enemy. And it has truly, it's like it's made itself known, a part of it known. And now it's like, okay, we really need to fight. We gotta put on the full armor of God, and we gotta fight. Just thinking of how Esther approached what she had to do gives me chills. Because maybe, just maybe, we all have been so focused on partially helping others be victorious, but not fully. Maybe you have told yourself, I'm helping this person, or I'm doing this in my business because I want to help people. But at the same time, you still wrapped in flesh, right? And you may have, subconsciously had a hidden selfish agenda. I mean, listen, don't play with me, because I know how it is. We could easily lay down and give up, just like COVID-19 wants us to do. But that's not what we're going to do. It's time to lay your pride aside. Ask for help if you need help. If you want to start the business, but right now your funds are really funny, it's time to ask for help to create a strategy that requires little to no money. Okay? There's always a way when you think there's no way. There's always a way. I started my business with just a couple of dollars in my account. There is always a way. If you are on pause, here's again what I want you to do. Yes, this may make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, but it's time to put that pen to paper and release your frustration, your doubts, and your negative emotions. So whatever this situation has done to you, or if you feel like you feel heavy, because that's what doubt, fear, and all of that negative emotion feels like when you're sitting still. It feels heavy. It feels like you're carrying more than what you should be carrying. That's when you need to journal. You need to put pen to paper, and you need to just start writing. Don't think about what you're writing. Just write, because your soul, your spirit knows what it needs to put on that paper. Let it all flow onto the paper so you can see what is really holding you back from being amazing, from having the dreams that you have put on the back burner. That job may have kept food on your table. I get it. But so can you. Now, it's going to require you to get into a birthing position spiritually and bring something to the physical from the spiritual. Us mothers know that very well. These babies that have sat in our wombs and grew up, we had to birth from a spiritual to the physical. God is counting on you to come out of this darkness. And he's counting on you to come out of it swinging. Are you up for the challenge is what I want to know. I want to say this: pray, journal, pray, journal, pray, journal. And then write out at least three goals or hobbies that you would love to do. And let's come up with a plan to turn that passion into a business. Yes, turn a passion into a business during one of the darkest seasons in America. I mean, are you ready? Are you up for the challenge? Let's go. Let's do it. There's no time to doubt yourself. Don't even give yourself time to doubt yourself. Dry those tears. Pat that makeup down and let's go, baby. Let's go. Well, y'all, that's all I have for you today, okay? That's all I got for you, boo. Again, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. That is at confident_on_stilettos. Leave a comment. Let your girl know how you're doing in this season. If you need some words of encouragement, if you need me to say a prayer for you, just leave it in my comments, honey. Leave it in the comments. And again, I'll be back on here sometime next week with some further instruction on how to turn those goals or your passions into goals, and then make a strategy. Until next time, babies, y'all be blessed. Stay prayed up. I'm praying for you, and we're gonna get through this. All right, y'all. Love you. Peace out.